Okay, I want to see these heifers argue this episode. So we open with Ramomo and Sonia talking about the healing ceremony. I feel like Sonia really likes Ebony and she was happy that she was open about what she was going through. And Sonia's like, you know what, maybe I could talk to her and she'll actually listen. Ramona's just sitting there like, why are we talking about a black woman? That's what her face said. It said racist. Meanwhile, in Ebony's room, her and Luann are talking about how Ramona called Michelle the help. Ebony said, ooh, thank God Michelle was white. If she was black, I'd have just had to head on home. So Ebony like, I'm going to have to check her. I'm going to have to check her, see if we could be real friends. But I'm going to wait till we get to the wine tasting. Get her liquored up first. So Leah's gotten dressed for the day and she's got a little tiger outfit on and Ramona gonna ask her to change. She looks fine. You're the one wearing maroon and red just clashing up the joint. Ramona, you're the fashion police? She is giving a Marlo on safari tee, but it's fine. So Luann got a new man and Sonia's sick of hearing about him. Well, Sonia, maybe if you had a man, you wouldn't be. So we on the bus heading up to a winery in North Fork, and Luann brings up last night's lesbonics. So Leah's concerned about Luann being at a winery just 1 month sober, but Ramona's like, oh, she's cool. But the waitress comes over to the table and Ramona patting herself on the back for remembering her name, and Ebony says, you know what, this is a perfect time to address you, calling people the help. Ramona already see it coming. She said, can you tell me later? Because I know it's going to be negative. No, Ramona, you're going to get dressed down by a black woman on camera, and we're going to watch you squirm while she does it. Ramona said, okay, I understand. And she said, well, I hired people to help me. And Ebony said, all right, that's a literal interpretation, and I can understand how your low vibration ass could feel that that's apropos. Ramona took it on the chin, but Ebony was soft on her. Now all talk turns to the pen, and Sonia's like, Ramona did not donate her plasma. It wasn't on Instagram, so it didn't happen. Sonia know her sorry friends. Ramona keeps saying, oh no, I donated my plasma. And Leah said, you'd have to go back several times. It's a process. Did you donate or not? Because you sound like you're lying. So instead of Ebony twisting the knife, we see Leah jabbing. I just want to know if you lied about giving the blood plasma. Leah is getting her back for that reunion. I just think to lie is very unethical. Did you donate the plasma or not? Get her, girl. Get her. Child, Ramona said, I gave my statement to the press. Leah said, and you lied. You lied to the press. Oh, Leah said, don't give me a dirty look over your lies. Leah knows they're going to bring this back up at the reunion. Smart girl. So now Ramona is really upset. Child, Ramona put her mask on and walk off. She can't handle the truth. So Luann run over and get Ramomo. And Ramomo gonna say, Leah's impudent and she's always attacking me. No, she's just not tolerating your lies. Oh, now I know why Ramomo mad. You wanted to wear your leopard, and she's got on tiger. But she looks younger and better than you. So Ramona goes for her little walk, and Luann heads to the pisser. And then Sonia run over and tend to Ramona. I don't know why you heifers coddle her. She ain't shit. Leah lies and makes up stories about me. Ramona said, Leah looks like an animal. So do you. She's got 8 different prints on. So do you. Oh, Lord, now some man flirting with Sonia. He likes her SpongeBob body. So now Ramona and Ebony are talking about how they enjoyed their conversation and clearing the air. And Ramona said, I really like that you're not, she said, aggressive, but also confrontational. And people can be very confrontational when they're trying to tell you something. It's just like, you can be nice about it. But I can see Ebony gonna have to get Ramomo together. We packing up our lobster rolls to go in napkins. Ebony said, mind your business. Oh God, now we're flashing back to 2018 when they was taking lobsters to go at Ramomo's. Wait, or was that Dorinda's? Or somebody's friend's house? I don't know. I just know they was running out of there. Like they went down to the fish market after they just got paid. So we in the bus heading to go shopping, and Luann talking to her man, and Sonia's sick of it. But that's because she's manless. So Sonia is drunky boo, just how I like her. So now all talk turns to Heather, and Sonia's surprised she's showing up. Ramona, you invited Heather to stir the turd with Luann because you're upset she's got a man. Sonia will not stop bringing up Garth. She's talking about him more than Luann. So Luann trying to get Sonia a present and be there for her drunky boo friend. Her manless drunky boo friend. So at dinner, Sonia's bemoaning large penises. She says, at my age, you can catch me at the Regency. Ooh, Ebony ordered a French 75. How classy. The girls didn't even know what it was. School them, honey. Now that was shade. That was shade. The fact that they asked was shade. I love to see it. Child, so they ordering drinks and Luann rushes out. I'll be right back. She's going to grab that bottle of Fosé. Ooh, Luann is white knuckling it. White knuckling it. I agree with Leah. She might be doing a little too much. And of course, Ramona asks for a dozen oysters, and then Sonia says, shrimp, 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 shrimp. I mean, I like shrimp too, but was it worth the fist pump? And what nun-ass outfit does she have on? Are you trying to give an Agatha all along tea? I ain't here for it. Too big is just a nuisance. Ain't no Sonia like drunk Sonia. At this point, she just throws a couple back and says, all right, let me give the camera what it need. The way Ebony said she likes Sonia's free spirit and she doesn't take herself too seriously in her confessional, it's gonna be her last season. She can't stand these white heifers. She can't. She's like, I am too black for this. Maybe she could go over and be one of Garcelle's friends on Beverly Hills. Give her a diamond. Luann is just smoking a cigarette, freaking out like, oh my God, I'm not drinking. I'm not drinking on camera. I'm not drinking on camera because she knows what it's going to turn into. Perhaps another stint in jail or possibly prison. I love how Ebony will freely say, I'm not used to hanging out with this many white women. And she's like, I dare you to say that back. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Triple dog dare. Come on. Come on. But I had a good time. You know, they can be fun. They're like us. We bleed the same blood. We got the same organs. Now, we do not cook the same at all. But some of them know what seasoning is. Some of them don't. Some of them don't. And the ones that don't, they ain't all bad. And some of the ones that do is terrible. So you can't even use that as a litmus. You just got to teach him how to season. Teach him how to season. Teach him how to season. I'm going to teach you how to season. Teach you how to season. You know, you go in their house, you do the spice check, and then you know what you need to bring over. It's like, all right, I'm going to bring you a little welcome to the friendship gift. Lemon pepper seasoning, Lowry's, mumbo sauce. Now Ebony explaining why she left, you know, with the Irish goodbye. Because she's like, who wants to be a party pooper? And then I got to say goodbye to everybody. Then y'all going to beg me to stay. I just wanted to go to my bedroom and possibly take a shit. Meanwhile, Luann comes back to the table and Leah's like, girl, I know you white knuckling it. We might need to just, you know, go shopping. That's right, Luann, you're rich. Just shop. So Leah... You see, Leah, you are 10 years sober. Like, you really know what triggers, what doesn't. You've been on and off the wagon. Like, you are dedicated to this mission. And I respect you for it. Luann, she was, you know, wrestled into it. And literally by the police. But Luann's like, well, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. You're doing the same thing I'm doing. And it's like, clearly you should tell she is not ready for this conversation. This is a private moment conversation you need to have with her at the beach and maybe, you know, a sponsor or some type of sober coach where you could gently bring this up in a safe space and say, I'm your friend and I care about you. This ain't something you bring up at the bar when the woman is white knuckling it. She don't want to hear it. She's like, look, just let me drink my fake shit. I'm not drinking. I'm doing the best I can. She giving you her best. And she's never really had to, you know, mediocrity and all. So we finally get to the table and we ordering. And then Ramona says, what's your next drink? Ooh, Ramona, that was shade. That was shade. You're like, let me bring up alcohol so we can all start talking about it in front of Luann. Now, Leah, fine. Leah done been there and done that. But Luann is white-knuckling it. Ramona knows it, and she wants to see Luann break down because I agree with what a lot of the ladies have said. Ramona doesn't like other women. Maybe it's because her daughter is so ugly. Sonia, drunkie, boo! I don't want to be in cancel constellation. Is that PC? Child, they start talking about cancel culture. Ramona look around just scared. What? They're going to take my money? We're going to take your money and your house in the Hamptons, Ramona. Oh, yes, we are. Ramona cuts Sonia off because Sonia's taking up all of the camera time, and you know Ramona needs all eyes on her. From the wonky to the straight. Ha! She put that drink right next to Luann. Luann said, don't put it next to me, please. I'm already getting it off you Biffa's breath. So Leah said, we need a plan for tomorrow with Heather. Leah is bringing the drama. Ooh, she's so insidious. She is giving me Agatha all along. She is giving Regina George. She's like, okay, if you want to play this game, let's play. The plan is, first of all, I'm going to start looking up the things that she said. I love how she's defending Luann, but also being completely messy about it and sticking it to Ramomo, who's trying to stick it to Lulu. I mean, Luann, this is just your karma, because you've been ain't shit for a minute. Now, when Ramona gets her karma, I can't wait to see it, but I guess her husband gave her that. Well, her ex-husband, who had an affair on her. Heather says she liked Sonia's first face better. Sonia said, well, I have a real brand and I like all my faces. And Ebony gonna say she has one face. Now, Ebony, that was really sweet and supportive of you, girl, but you know that face was a gut reno. A gut reno. And she's had a few remodels. That sucker's showroom new. And Luann, she said there's nothing authentic about you. No, her vocals are authentic. Terrible. But authentic. Si, c'est la vie. Bon, bon, c'est le bon. I mean, that is Luann. That is authentic. That is true her. Like, that ain't tardy for the party. That's Lou. Cowboy. 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 I mean, that's Lou. Nobody but. Ain't nobody else claiming that. So Luann's like, I had lunch with her before I left for the Hamptons, and now I'm a druggie? Well, she knows you were doing drugs because you were both snorting lines in the same pisser. Oh, God, you gonna trust this fish-lipped heifer? I could, she looks like a trout. Trout eyes and fish lips. Ooh, and that nose. Oh, my, she's an uglier Heather from Salt Lake. Ooh. Oh, and oh, my goodness, they're both Heather. So Luann's like, I ain't gonna uninvite the heifer because I need a moment. Luann said, oh no, we gonna let her come and give it to her. I'm pissed that I can't drink and I'm gonna take it out on her. Good. So we're making our plans for the next day and we're going to work out with Garth. And then Sonia starts bitching and moaning. I mean, you are clearly jealous because I guess Harry Dubin ain't Dubin you no more. But then again, like, aren't you tired of the pass-around 60-year-old penises of the group, but I guess you can't afford a young tenderoni? So after we make plans to meet with Garth in the mornings, Sonia's truly out of it. But it's not like she doesn't get like this every vacation. She wants to protect the poor and the homeless from getting homelessler. Your heart's in the right place, you're just drunk and poor. The truth is, Bravo's been protecting you from homelessness for the past decade, since your ex-husband wouldn't. Oh, God, so now Sonia's got to call her man to one-up Luann. And now here Sonia go with J.P. Morgan. So Leah's just over Sonia's drunken antics. Diversity! J.P. Morgan! Oh, my God. She is full Grey Gardens at this point. You shut up, Ramona. You shut up. Somebody needs to tell Ramona to shut up. So I'm with her on that. So Ebony talks to him, and she's like, hey, I'm getting my mortgage through Chase. And Ramona gonna say, Wells Fargo has better rates. Shut up! Shut up! And Ramona, you should shut up. But Ebony said she's right, but I like the services that Chase has to offer. And that they're trying to close the wealth gap. What has Wells Fargo done but rip people off under the name Wachovia? Walk all over you. I remember. And so does Pepperidge Farm. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. You want to talk about Wells Fargo? You insult my family. Child, you've been divorced out of that family for so long. Them people don't mess with you. You ain't on the yacht. It ain't 1991. Boy, Leah was right. Her face is beet red. Wow. That was worth last week's crap. Well, I'm going to see you soon as we get caught up on Jersey.